YouTube, it's Lena, and I'm here today with my update for the makeup I want to finish in 2016. I know a lot of people have done 2 updates so far. They've done them quarterly, but when quarterly time came around, I didn't have a lot done. I didn't have a lot of progress on a lot of things, so I just figured I'd wait. Anyways, let's see. Let me show you first off what I finished, which is actually a lot. Let's see, I finished the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. You can totally see through it. There's some stuck to like the sides, but it's done. I finished that April 15th in my finished 5 by Cinco de Mayo. Also finished 5 by Cinco de Mayo, I finished the matching powder. It's completely empty. I finished that April 12th. I finished the Wet n Wild Coverall Face Primer. Finished that May 15th. I finished the Tarte Contour Stick. There it is. I finished that May 11th. So this is, you know, just plastic and a little bit of product, but it scratches, so I don't touch it anymore. Let's see. I finished my e.l.f. bronzer. I finished that up in like just the past week or so. So that was June 26th, actually. This was finished up for the 24 by the 4th of July. And the Tarte, as the primer was finished for that too, the Tarte stick was finished in my Project Pan Roulette. I'm sorry, one of my dogs is playing in a plastic bag. She's not sticking her head in it though, she's scratching it, so I think we're safe. Let's see. My Lorac eyeshadow primer I finished April 10th in my rolling project pan. I had to cut it open and scrape it out because it had dried to the point where it wouldn't push through the thing anymore. But it is done, and that's what matters. Oh, and I finished 5 eyeliners. Like, I actually had a goal of finishing 5 eyeliners on here, and I did it. I actually just did that in the past couple of days as well. Let's see. 3, 4, 5. Like that I thought was really gonna take all year, but it didn't somehow. Let's see, I finished the Nicka K shimmer eyeliner in green. I finished that in my Project Pan Roulette. I finished these 2 in my finished 4 by the 4th of July. This was my Lancome liquid pencil. It was just a mini. I also finished this Benefit They're Real push-up liner, another mini. And these 2 I just finished kind of while using makeup. This is an Urban Decay Vice. I think this might have been faulty because it kept breaking when I was sharpening it for a while. This was a mini as well. And I well, it stopped being as black, and I've had it open and in constant use for a year, so I was just gonna call it. Because, you know, when you're putting stuff on your eye all the time, you really shouldn't use it forever. But this is the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper. This is limited edition packaging. You can't get it anymore. But yeah, I finished this one, the last one, on June 30th. So I did that. And of course I had a list of stuff I wanted to hit pan on. I managed to hit pan on 2 blushes. I was actually really surprised by that. One of them is a cream blush, but it is a full size, and it just happened randomly. Like, I wasn't doing it for a project or anything. And that one is the NYX cream blush in Boho Chic. Like, it just happened one day, and I sat there and stared at it for almost a minute straight, because I was just like, I didn't realize it was that close. I mean, I've had it for a while, and I do use it regularly, or regularly enough for somebody with a bunch of cream blush, but yeah, that was one of them. And the other one was in my Project Pan Roulette. That's where a lot of these actually come from. It was the Physicians Formula Nude Wear Blush. Just a little bit of pan in the middle, but hey, pan is pan, especially with something like a blush. Let's see. I had a goal of hitting pan on 5 eyeshadows, and I did that. I actually set a goal to hit pan on 5 more, and have already hit pan on 2, and I'll show you those in a second as well. Let's see. First was this Pacifica eyeshadow in Ethereal. I do this a lot. I hit pan on the side instead of in the middle. I don't know why, that's where I tend to start digging. Crappy packaging, but what can you do? I hit a little bit of pan in my Urban Decay Electric palette in Freak, right there. Another more side pan than, you know, in the middle. Like I said, I don't know why I do that. That was for Project Pan, actually. The Pacifica one was not, and neither was this. This is my Wet n Wild in Creme Brulee. Once again, more off to the side than in the middle. I will probably actually start using this again soon, but that'll come up in a different video. Oh, okay. This was for Finish 7 by Spring, although I didn't hit it in that time frame, but I did hit it not long after. This is Urban Decay and Honey. This is the, what is that thing called? A couple of people are panning it, like trying to finish the whole thing this year. Oh, the deluxe shadow box that they used to sell, but they don't sell it anymore. See, I think that was the 5. Oh no, I had one more. This is the last one. I finished this on April 18th. This is a L'Oreal Infallible Shadow in Perpetual Purple, once again. Side pan. I'm weird. I don't know why I do that, and I hate it when I realize I've done that. I always get aggravated with myself when I realize I've done that. And like I said, I did actually write down a goal to hit 5 more, and have already hit 2. This is from the 24 by 4th of July. This is my NARS Christopher Kane Duo in Parallel Universe. I hit pan on the purple shade. And literally today, I hit pan on what I'm wearing, which is from the Too Faced Natural Eye eyeshadow palette, the super old one. I want to finish this for 13 by Halloween, but I hit pan on it today. It's Honey Pot, by the way. So, 2 more down, 3 to go. And now for stuff that I'm still working on. First off is my Lorac Pro. I don't count this when I hit more pan in it, in the 10 I hit pan in, because I actually want to finish this. So I think when this last video, when I showed this I think when I first filmed this, the original video, I hadn't even finished Taupe, Light Pink, or Garnet yet, but they were all really close if I hadn't finished them yet. They're all gone. Mauve is almost gone. I hit pan, a lot of pan in Pewter. And that is all I have left. I actually mixed Pewter with the Mermaid, NYX Prismatic Shadow in Mermaid, and repress it in here. And that is what that looks like. I still don't know if I can finish this by the end of the year, because I'm going to wind up with 2 shadows that I have no idea how to use, which are Slate and Sable. I do mix Sable with Mauve to do a crease color for warmer shades, but I don't like Sable by itself in the crease. It's a little too dark, so I don't know. Maybe I'll mix it with Creme Brulee and get a lighter shade, and hopefully be able to do something with that. Let's see. I have the Sassy and Chic BB cream. This is what I used to mix with darker BB creams. I now have a foundation mixer as well, but I didn't at the time and was using this. So I forgot to mark this, but I started up here and now I am down here. So I haven't used a ton of this, but in trying to finish this, I realized that trying to finish too many BB creams at one time was really slowing down my progress. So I started focusing strictly on that foundation. I actually finished another foundation, but I didn't have it in here, so it doesn't matter. I mean, it matters, but you know, for these purposes, it really doesn't. And I cannot find that flower foundation stick anywhere. I had it in my Project Pan Roulette, and I made a little bit of progress on it that I could have shown in here, but it's disappeared. If I find it before I put up this video, I will insert a picture of it. If not, I literally have no clue where it is, and I'd like to find it so that I can finish it, because, well, it's not like my favorite or anything. I did pay money for it. I would like to get use out of it, and it's not bad by any means. Let's see, the Maybelline Dream Bouncy Blush. I have not used this yet. I just haven't gotten to it. I have been focusing on other things. And while I was trying to hit pan on that powder blush, I was rotating my cream blushes. Now that I'm rotating my powder blushes, I'm trying to finish my cream blushes. This is what I'm currently working on. These are Josie Marin Coconut Watercolor Cheek Gelée in Pink Escape. And it's not going to look that different because I only started working on it like a week ago. I've only used it like 3 times. But this is what I'm currently working on and should be done in a month or 2. I'm sure like this shouldn't take a super long time. The Benefit What's Up I also started working on recently. They're both for 13 by Halloween. This is what it looks like right here. And I have the mark from where I originally marked it for this video. And I didn't want to mark it again because it's really only like just under it. I've been using this as a cream highlight and I've been trying to remember to stick it in my inner corner. I want to try this for a eye base, but we shall see. Here's the thing I'm probably going to throw out because it keeps drying up and I keep having to redo it, and I've realized I don't like gel in a pot eyeliner really anyway. This is the Essence Gel Eyeliner in Midnight in Paris. They've had to mix it up. That's why there's pan in it, even though I haven't used it a ton. But like I said, it keeps drying out. It is like 2 years old. And it's only like $3.99. And like I said, I just don't really like gel eyeliners. I find it to be a hassle. Like, I'd rather use a pencil. I'd rather use, you know, a liquid pen of some kind. I'd even rather use like a liquid brush that you have to dip into a thing. Anything but having to find a brush, clean the brush every time that I use it, because it clogs up with product every time that you use it. So that might just be going the way of the dodo. And I have a goal to finish or hit pan on, depending on which one it is, 2 brow products, either a brow pencil or a brow powder, because I go through brow gels pretty easily, so I didn't even list that. I am working on one right now. This is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Taupe. I've actually realized that I don't like teeny tiny brow pencils like this. I like them to be a little bit thicker, which maybe that makes me weird. I don't know. Then again, my issues are more darkening than, you know, reconstructing a brow. Because as you can see, I have a lot of brow. My biggest issue is that I have 2 bald spots, each right here, from improper plucking when I was younger. And about half of my brows are blonde. Like, the tails are just about blonde. Or maybe they're gray. I don't know. I may be going gray in my eyebrows. I haven't quite figured it out yet. Whew. And as for stuff I'm trying to hit pan on, okay, I have my Hoola bronzer. Another thing that I've only started working on in like the past month. So there's not going to be much change. And I just want to pan on the sucker. Like, I've seen the nightmare that is trying to finish this from Amber F, and I want no part in that right now. I have not touched this Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and I think I'm getting another one in my Play by Sephora box this month, but I need to glue this back in because I took it out and put it in something else, and then recently I put it back in this. And by the way, there's no pan on this showing. There is hard pan. Like, once I do start using this, I'm gonna have to scrape the crap out of it. Now, when I look in the viewfinder, it looks like I can see rings though, but this has a lot of usage on it, just not this year. Because those suckers are hard packed. And the last thing I have is 2 highlights. And I don't think I'm going to be able to do that this year, honestly, but I have been working on one. This is the Physicians Formula. I will never remember this, even though I've been working on it forever. Powder Palette, Mineral Glow Pearls, and Translucent Pearl. I mean, it has a ton of usage on it right here in the middle. I made sure to make myself work in the middle on this one. So, like, it's all flattened right here, and it's starting to cave in. So hopefully I will hit pan on it pretty soon, because I've been working on this for months. I'm ready to use my other highlighters. Anyways, that's it. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye!